Hi folks, Andrew Lee here with Tag Yak Gold. Today, I'm pretty excited. I finally got my new toy. This is an open ROV Trident that I helped with the Kickstarter funding for. And it finally came. So I get to try it out. And hopefully it lives up to my expectations, which I think it should. Comes in this nice sturdy box with another sturdy box inside. Alright, some instructions. Comes with trim weights, that's nice. This is very well packaged. I really like this foam. Here is the Trident. Pretty hefty. It's definitely well built. You can see all these different mounting points for accessories like GoPro cameras, etc. Power cord, power assembly. Here's one of the neat things. A Wi-Fi buoy. This is controlled via a smartphone or tablet and with an app, and it communicates to the ROV with this buoy. Now this buoy is powered from the ROV's battery, and I think it even floats. It's all water sealed and watertight. So what I'm going to do, go test this out in the harbor here. And it's a pretty nice connection. Can't get that wrong. Now since it's 10 feet to the water, I'm going to use this strap, as the instructions say, to strap this cord so I don't strain it when I lower it down. Alright. So, I hope the water's clear. Let's go outside and play. So I'm going to try this in the water now. For this run, I'm not going to float the buoy there. I'm just going to leave it on deck. I don't have my skiff in the water, so I don't want to have to go chase it if it gets away from me. Alright, so here's the view from the open ROV Trident. I've unspooled some of the cable and I'm lowering it into the water. There's no sound on the video from the Trident, which I guess makes sense, but I kind of wish there was sound. Would have been a nice feature. Even if it's just a whooshing water sound, it would be nice to hear. I like the reflection. Through the reflection. Alright, here is underwater in the harbor. I'm letting out the more cable into the water. I should probably scrub my hull there. It's building up some stuff on it. The water here is a bit brackish, so the ROV is floating a little more than it should, but it's not salty enough for the counterweights or the trim weights. So I don't know. In the ocean, I'm going to use the trim weights. So you see the bubbles because the ROV is pretty close to the surface. Again, it's really hard to see in the sunlight, so it's a bit hard to control. I'm using the tablet controls, or the phone controls.
If I get enough gold, I will buy the actual controller, which is more of an Xbox style. Whee, there's the surface. There's my boat. I was trying to do a selfie there, I guess. The tether's pretty strong. It's like a Kevlar type thing. Little fishies. Bonk. I like that the camera on this is recessed so that it has these rubber bumpers out in front of the camera. It's kind of nice. It's not as easy to smash up the camera. Although they did upgrade the camera lens to some sort of artificial sapphire, so that's a nice feature. The water's pretty murky, and I forgot that the ROV has lights, so I didn't turn the lights on. Maybe next time I'll try. Oop, there's the bottom of the hole with the zinc, I think that is. Whee! Now, one thing I'm going to use this for in my mining operation is these annual site reviews. We have to do site surveys of a site for every year that's been mined and study the regrowth and submit it to the DNR and various other agencies that evaluate it and determine what the regrowth rate is. Historically, the regrowth has been full biodiversity in 3 years and full biomass in 6 years. This here is the bottom of the harbor, which for some reason has been filled in with a bunch of rocks. I don't understand the logic behind that, since the bottom of a harbor should be mud. That would make the most sense, but for some reason, the busybodies in this area decided that rocks were a great idea. Whereas in Nome, they say, oh, rocks are bad because they house predators. Here's the piling. Pretty nice. I wish I could have seen better in the sunlight on the controller. My Seaview underwater camera had a little sunscreen I put up. Little viewfinder thing where you put your head in and it blocks the sunlight from the screen. So I need to rig up something like this or have a tarp or something I can be underneath while controlling it. Be a lot better in the open ocean though. So.
Alright, well that was a lot of fun. This is a pretty powerful little ROV. It zips right along. It's almost too fast for this little harbor area. So I'm really eager to get this out in the open ocean. Free up this floating buoy so I can go unfeathered. It's a little hard to see the screen, but that just means I need either a better controller or some sort of sun cover. It was way too bright to see the screen very clearly. Looking back at the footage inside, the camera showed a lot more than I thought it did. I can tell that everything about this, the makers of this really cared about the quality of everything. This whole setup, including the optional case, was under $2,000. I don't know what the current price is. That's the Kickstarter price. I'm not sure if this is the best on the market right now, but for the cost, it's a really good value, I think. It's a bit hard to control for me at first. It's a learning curve. The last ROV I drove was 28,000 pounds, so this is a lot better strength or power to weight ratio. So the rest of this video is some more footage of underwater with the drone. Be sure to like and subscribe and look for more videos from this drone and about my gold mining operations in Alaska.